Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, I'm back with a very exciting reading. Today's reading, my dear, is all about who will you marry, who will be your future spouse. And I want to really take my time with this reading. I also thought about going into the personality characteristics, information regarding your relationships, and even appearance wise. And yeah, so I thought I would definitely go the 1 hour with this reading for every niche pal. And besides that, I also want to do some candle wax because I haven't done one in such a long time. So yeah, I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And as always, my dear, I have 3 pals that you can choose from. Today I chose only cards, no crystals, and every pal represents the lover's card. So this is pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is gonna be pal 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, who will you marry, who's your future spouse? So my dear, first of all, I would like to get you some archetype cards so we can get a little bit more about the energy that your future spouse has. And yeah, then of course later on we will go into a lot of different spreads, which I'm definitely looking forward to. And at the end, we're gonna also go for a candle wax reading. So let's see, for my dear pile 1, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Let's see. All right, so the first card we have, my dear, is the goddess archetype. And the second card, I'm only gonna get 2, is the knight archetype. All right, okay, so let's start straight away. For my dear pile 1, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? I would like to start with the first thing. I know we haven't, we're not talking yet about appearance. We're gonna go to appearance in a few minutes, but I'm still, I'm already getting something coming through. What I'm getting is that, and this was actually something while I was shuffling, I really heard clearly, is that you're gonna be physically very, very attracted towards your future spouse. Like there was one word that was coming through over and over again in my head, and it was beautiful. So you're definitely gonna find this person very beautiful, very gorgeous, very handsome. There is just this element in here for me that you're gonna be like all in, like you're gonna be so attracted towards them. It could be the case that your future spouse is like exactly your type. Maybe you have, a certain type and that's what you like. Or it can also be the case that your future spouse, they look a certain way that you absolutely didn't expect, but they are absolutely, okay, absolutely attractive for you. Now, we're gonna look once again later what more we can get about this, because this is just very quickly a message that I'm getting coming through. But I really felt like, yeah, emphasizing it here because Also, with the goddess archetype being here. Now, keep in mind, this is not gender specific. This is just energy. These are just archetypes, all right? So it doesn't really matter what gender you're into, or, whatever it may be in your situation. This is just energy. And I would like to say that with the goddess card being here, this card, whenever I see this, okay, like this is just so attractive. When we look at the illustration, this beautiful woman, it really looks exactly what this card says. It looks so sensual, and it looks, yeah, it's kind of like you just have to look at it and admire how beautiful this illustration is. And with this card being here, I have to once again come back to the appearance very quickly, but I really feel like also talking about this person's physical body, okay? I'm seeing the whole body. They're gonna be your type. Maybe there is a certain characteristic, physically speaking, that you're very attracted towards, and your future spouse are gonna have this, and you're gonna notice that, and I really feel like it's just, yeah, something that's gonna make them very, very hot, let me put it that way, in your eyes, okay? But that's just something I wanted to mention here. Now, also going with the goddess archetype being here, the goddess archetype, as this card says, is a very feminine energy. Now, we all, okay, it doesn't matter what gender we all have feminine, masculine energy within us. And whoever your future spouse is, I really feel like they're great in touch with their feminine energy. And I really feel like a big reason for that was actually a woman, a role model in their life. It could have been a mother or someone very close to them, maybe even a sister, an older sister, or an aunt, whoever. But they have had a female influence in their life who really taught them to be in touch with their feminine energy and feel empowered about it. Now, what do I mean with that? Let's just say, for someone watching, this is just an example. Let's just say you are asking about a man here, okay? Now, how does that apply to your husband? So, in a lot of societies, men, they get shamed, or they get this impression through people, through society, that being in touch with their feminine side is something not manly, or is something that they should be ashamed of. And I mean, the feminine side is also a very emotional side. And let's just think about something very, very specific. From a very young age, when, a boy starts crying, sometimes they have to hear, don't cry like a girl, or, like they're trying to shame them for showing a vulnerable side of them. And this is something, yeah, obviously not good for this boy. But this is an expression of that, and I really feel like this person has had a female role model in their life who taught them that being in touch with your feminine side is something that is going to empower you and make you stronger, and not weak, like some people, or some institutions may actually sell, right? So this person learned that, okay, being in touch with my emotions is actually something that makes me emotionally intelligent, and showing my emotions is not something that makes me weak, but is actually something that makes me strong. So you get what I mean? This is what I mean by that. So it doesn't matter. Once again, this boy example, it was just an example. For some of you guys, you may also ask for a woman or whoever, right? But I just wanted to show that this person is in touch with their feminine side, and they have learned to, yeah, appreciate it and not see it as a weakness. Because sometimes, unfortunately, in the kind of world we're living in, that may be promoted, but not for them. And it is very important to understand that this person is someone who knows themselves. They are someone who knows how strong they are. And once again, I do feel like they have had influence in their life who has taught them that. Because this is the kind of person who's like, they go with their own like mind. They go with what's right to them. And even if it doesn't make sense to for others, even if others may sometimes even not believe in them, they don't care. Because at the end of the day, it starts with you. It starts it starts with you, whether you believe in yourself, whether you see yourself worthy, whether you love yourself. And the world will follow, but it's all about you. And I really feel like from a very young age, this person has been taught, once again, emotionally speaking, to be really in touch with their self. And this has taught them to become emotionally intelligent. But it's not only that. I also feel like, the quote, know thyself, that's something that really suits this person's energy. So that's why they're so strong. When a person knows who they are, when a person acknowledges their strength and acknowledge and accepts maybe their weaknesses, of course it depends on what you may define it as weakness, right? But let's just say something as a weakness that they have, they accept it and they see it as something in which they can grow, but not something that brings them down. And that's what really makes this person so powerful. And I really feel like in their childhood, there has been something that taught them this way. Like, once again, they could have had like a parent who really put a lot of energy into making them understand these things. So when they grow up and become adult, they have great foundation. They're very strong. And yeah, I just feel like this person, they've worked on themselves a lot. And it has been worth it. Because now you can't manipulate this person. You can't manipulate or influence someone if they know who they are. Like all the negative chatting that other people may say around them, that doesn't influence them, because they know what they have, they know who they are, and they know where they're going. So that's strength right there, right? Now, moving on. Another thing I would like to mention here, my dear pal one, is that your future spouse, they're giving me like big time romantic energy here, okay? Like, I know that's not really everyone's cup of tea, but I'm just here, giving you guys the messages, and that's something I am getting here. So they are someone who's very romantic. They're someone who really treasures and knows the worth of love, because from a very young age this person has experienced love from their parent, and that has really helped them, I'm hearing, to develop a very healthy understanding for what healthy love looks like. So for them, it is not only about being in a relationship and that's love. No, there is so much to love. It is not just about being taken. It's really about what you create, like what both people create through this union, right? And how they treat each other, and a thousand more things, right? And with this person, they're aware of that. They are aware and they honor, like, it's just so funny. This card says a love of honor, and what I literally felt saying was they honor love. And that's very important because they honor themselves. And as I said, very romantic. This card also says loyalty. And I really feel like the loyal aspect is right on. Like, look at the knight right here. We can see a knight, he's riding on this horse, and then we have this heart right there. And I never so far paid attention to this heart. Like, it's the first time I'm seeing it, I feel like. I've never seen it before, and I've been using these cards for some time, right? But like, yeah, it's just so interesting for me right now. Because right now, when I look at this card, everything I see is just this heart. And I really feel like this person has a huge heart to share, but they understand what healthy like love looks like. That there has to be this balance, that it's an like equal give and take. This person has been in, yeah, a very healthy environment, and they understand relationships are created. It needs effort from both sides, and they're definitely ready for love. This is something I would like to say. This person is ready because they're healed within themselves. They don't have blockages regarding love. That doesn't matter that this person maybe has, at one point in their life, you know, they could have been in, let's say, a toxic relationship. But looking into their energy right now, I don't see any toxic previous romantic connection influencing them. Like, even if they have experienced something, they've released it. They're not coming through with baggage. That's what I want to say. And they're really ready for it. They could have worked on themselves for quite some time, even. But where they are right now is like, I'm hearing, I'm ready. I'm ready for love. And okay, just like a question for you now. Ask yourself, are you ready for love yourself as well? Or do you feel like maybe there's something that you need to work on yourself before this person enters your life? Or if this person has already entered your life, before you guys reconcile, you know, or come together? Ask yourself, do I have blockages regarding my heart space? Do I have blockages regarding love towards myself, love towards other people? That's just a very quick question that I really felt like saying in that moment. Maybe it's coming from your spirit guides. Maybe your spirit guides want you to reflect on this. Take a moment. All right? So, let's move on. I think we definitely got enough messages through these two archetypes here. Let's dive a little bit more into this topic. Let's see, for my dear pile 1, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse, my dear? Who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Let's see. The first card we have is the Ace of Swords. We have the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Cups, a lot of cards fell. Another 10, we have the Ten of Swords as well. The Queen of Wands. Let me put them a little bit more up there so you can see them better. All right. For my dear pile 1, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? We have the Three of Cups. right. And we have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. At the back of the deck, we have the Four of Wands as the overall energy. All right, let's continue. Now, as I already said, this is something I would like to start with. You know, I talked about the fact that this is someone who's coming off as very healed, very ready. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person hasn't gone through their own challenges in life, right? Even romantically speaking. They could have gone through so many things, but looking at their energy right now, they've overcome it. They have done what they needed to do. They've released, and yeah, they've also done the necessarily healing to bring them back to their center. And so, you know, their past doesn't influence their present or even their future. And as I'm looking into the energy here, I really feel like, yes, this person for sure, they have definitely experienced, you know, their own fair share of battles. But it's so interesting looking into this person's energy because it's almost like whenever this person goes through challenging times, they always find something positive about it. And that's something very, very difficult, right? I mean, sometimes we may be in those phases in which we feel like everything is just falling down and we can't think of one positive thing or one uplifting thing, right? And even if this person is on the ground, they will find, let's say, yeah, a beautiful stone, and they will see it as motivation, you know, like they're on the ground, but they will take a stone and they will, yeah, see the beauty of the stone, you know, something that maybe others don't really pay much attention to, or it's something very ordinary. There are plenty of stones out there in the world, right? Nothing very special, but for this person, they will find, even in the most challenging and ordinary times, something that makes them stay optimistic or see beauty around them. And I really feel like that's something which, yeah, says a lot about this person's character. It's not like this person is forcefully trying to stay optimistic or they're faking something. That really genuinely comes from their heart space. This is who they are, their character. Even if everything is dark, they still search for a little bit of light, and they will find the light because that's what they believe in. And when you search, when you're looking for something, eventually you will find what you're looking for. Even if it's not what you thought you would find. Maybe it's in a very different way, but still you will find something. And this is who this person is. So I know that's like out of the blue, but what I can really say is that this is someone that, like, just looking at their energy, I already have so much deep respect for them because their strength is something that they have built. And it really takes a lot for a person to be like that. They are very wise. And I feel like this knowledge, this wisdom, it definitely comes from experiences that they have gone through. But those experiences, they don't define this person. Even if they have had a negative phase in their life, this negative phase in their life doesn't define who this person is or who this person can be. All right, so this is just something that I would like to emphasize here. And that's actually a beautiful, yeah, thing to think about, right? Even like applying to our own lives. Very often when we go through something, especially something very dark, it may take us in, right? And sometimes we define ourselves perhaps through this negative phase, but we're so much more than that, so much more than that. And it is nice to sometimes see the bigger picture. It is not something easy, especially when you're going through something difficult. It's probably the most difficult thing you can do, to find positivity in the dark. But I find it so admirable that this person will still find something so they can keep going. Now, let's continue. I really feel like this is someone who doesn't only like to uplift themselves, but they also like to uplift others for sure. Looking into this person's energy, it brings them joy. It brings them a sense of happiness, not sense, a source. It's like it's like a source. That's what I want to say. It's like a source of happiness for them when they feel like they help others. They make, like, it can be something very, very simple, such as, let's say, a friend of them has or is in a bad mood and they go to them, they make them laugh, they make them have a good time. Like, this is how they can, for example, uplift others. But it can also go something like, let's say, a friend of them is in a very difficult situation and they need help. This person will go all the way so they can help this person out, help their friend out. And this is something that comes very natural to them. This is the kind of person who is a giver, someone who needs to feel like they're of service. It makes them happy. It makes them happy to know that they can help. And I really feel like they don't make that much difference when it comes to the people they know or they love and people that they don't know. They may even donate or help through other ways to people who they don't even know, who they may have not even seen before, but they do their best so they can do something good, like where it is needed. And it definitely brings them joy. Like, this is definitely the kind of person who they would rather give presents at Christmas than receive them, because giving presents makes them extremely happy, seeing the other's reaction, seeing how happy they are to get what they wanted or be surprised, whatever it may be. But that's something that actually satisfies this person big time. So looking into this, their love language could actually also be gift giving. This person is very confident in the way they come through. I know, once again, I actually wanted to take my time and get a spread only for appearance, but I feel like with you guys, the appearance is coming through everywhere. Like, yeah. Because what I really feel like is the way this person carries themselves. Because when we talk about appearance, it's also about how we perceive someone. And their energy definitely influences how they're being perceived by others, right? The energy that they carry, their vibe. This also influences how people see you, even physically. And I really feel like when we talk about this person, the way they represent themselves in a very confident way, and people who are confident, they also appear so much more attractive towards others, right? And it could even literally come through like the way they walk, the way maybe their body language I'm hearing, but they definitely come through as someone who's very confident, and that influence how they're being perceived big time. And I also feel like this is someone who knows what to wear in order to like look attractive. Like, they could have their own sense of fashion, something that they know looks very good on them. However, I feel like a big element is still feeling comfortable. So this person, they will wear something that, yeah, looks good on them, but they will not compromise on comfort here. All right. So they would never ever wear certain shoes, for example, that aren't comfortable, or something that's too, like, I don't know, maybe too tight somewhere. Whatever it may be. This is just an example. But they can actually, like, they have this golden middle point. Like, they know what's good on them, and they wear stuff that makes them like seem very attractive, but at the same time it has to be comfortable. That's something I'm seeing here. And sometimes this person may also wear a lot of flowy things. I'm seeing here. So for example, if this is someone who wears dresses, they may wear very flowy dresses, like very light dresses. Let me see. There is something about their hair as well. You're gonna love their hair. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna go with the appearance in a minute. Let me stay here. Another thing I would like to talk about regarding this person is that they definitely have a very strong circle that supports them, that they can always count on. It's like a support system. They know that no matter what, they can always, like, count on their, yeah, on their loyalty. I'm hearing their help. I'm seeing especially, like, 1 to 3 friends of them. They could have like 3 very, very close friends who know everything about them, and those 3 friends have actually helped them through so much in their life. But it's not only their friends, it's also their family. I really feel like this person is close to their family, and their family has helped them a lot and has influenced them a lot, positively, positively speaking. I'm sorry. Looking at who they have become, and they have great connections with them. This is someone who needs people. This is someone who's social. They need to meet their friends, family, have like spend time with them. This is not so much a lone wolf, but this is more so someone who needs their pack, you know? And I see that this person also needs that because it makes them recharge. You know, sometimes people need to be by themselves to recharge. This person needs to be surrounded by those friends and families to feel this way. And literally stepping into this energy, it feels like I can feel it. I can feel the joy that brings them when they, you know, eat dinner, let's say, with their friends, or how uplifting and nurturing, okay, how nurturing it is for them when they spend time with their loved ones. The 10 of Cups is actually a great representative of that, because it represents this joy that we feel in the community, the joy we feel when we create a harmonious space for ourselves and others, how happy other people's company can actually make us, and vice versa, right? How happy we can make others through our company as well. So this is who they are. And for some reason, I feel like this person knows a lot of people. Maybe they have a lot of connections, all right? But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm seeing here. Let's see. Another thing I would like to mention here is that mm, this is someone who has goals, okay? Like, what do I mean with that? Of course, everyone has goals, right? Or most people have goals in their life. What I feel is that it's almost like I'm seeing a vision board, and there could be 3 or 4 life goals that this person has, which are so important to them. You know, maybe these 4 goals, like this is just like an example, like 4, it can also be 3 or how many, but I feel like those goals are something that this person, when they wake up every single day, they see a reason, like they see a purpose through them. So, for example, let's just say maybe this person, like one goal that they have is to help that many people in their life. Or let's say a goal that they have is to travel to that many countries, whatever it may be. But it is something that's very dear to their heart space because it makes them feel happy, it makes them feel joyful. It also, I'm hearing, gives them a lot of experience, and it makes them overall alive. I also would like to talk about the fact that this is a great manifester, and yeah, this person, when they put their mind into something, they focus their discipline, and yeah, they will take the right action, and they won't wait too long. Once this person knows what they want, they will go the path. And they will not get distracted. This is not someone who gets distracted because, once again, like, they know who they are, and you can't confuse them. I feel like no matter how often this person has gone through endings or phases in their life who may have not been the most pleasant, they always found a way to, yeah, reconnect with themselves and become even more motivated. No matter how dark it became in their life, they always brought an even brighter day towards them. Because that's what they deserve, I'm hearing. This person knows their worth, they know that they're deserving of it, and they define what life they can have, not others. Also, I would like to talk about how this person approaches relationships. I really feel like when they go about relationships, they definitely like to take it slow, because this is someone who loves to do that. They love to really getting to know the other person, really getting clear of, what it is that both people want and what kind of relationship they want to build. It has to be on something firm, like a firm foundation, but this firm foundation needs to be built first. And for them, it is important to take the time to do so. So, security in this, like in relationships, is very important to this person for sure. And I really feel like this is such a loyal person, such a loyal spouse, or like boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. And they're willing to invest so much. This is someone like they're gonna invest in this relationship through money, through their time, through their energy, through their love. But it's a give and take, right? I mean, two people build a relationship, so this is something both of you guys do, because there is no point in only one person doing it and the other, you know, not building the relationship. Obviously, there is definitely a disbalance here then, right? With you guys, I'm seeing both of you guys, because what you're looking for in a relationship is similar. You may also want, you know, to have yeah, like you have a very similar vision when it comes to what relationship you want. If you compare it to this person, both of you guys may want something long term. Both of you guys may want, this is just an example, all right? So it doesn't have to resonate with you, but for, let's just say an example here. Maybe both of you guys want to have children. Maybe both of you guys want to, I don't know, like settle down the next 2 years, whatever it may be. I just feel like you're meeting in the middle. Let's get some more information. Can we get something regarding this person's appearance? Let's see. We already got something coming through regarding their like energy, which also influences their appearance, right? The way they carry themselves and stuff. So let's see what we can get some more. For my dear pile one, the appearance of your future spouse. Let's see. What can we get about them? The first card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So many cards everywhere. Please give me a second. All right, too many for sure. For my dear pile one, we have the Three of Swords here. The Page of Cups. The King of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Let's see. Seven of Cups. For my dear pile one. Seven of Wands. And let's get you guys one last card. And we have the Three of Cups. All right. At the back of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. So let's move on. Let's see. What can we get about this person's appearance? First of all, that was actually the first message that I got from the spread. I really feel like this person looks like a relative of them. Like they could have, let's say, a sibling or a cousin or an uncle, you know, like someone in their family who they look very, very like similar to. It's a very interesting message, but I literally like, I saw this, like there could be something in their face, like maybe their eyes, maybe even like their whole face, like very similar to someone in their family. Talking about like continuing here, what I also feel like this person is tall, especially if you guys are asking for a man. They're gonna be taller than you, and for some of you guys it could even be significantly taller. Hair color wise, I'm definitely getting dark here. So could be dark brown, could be black, but it's definitely on the darker side. I really feel like this person, yeah. Once again, I would like to come back to their the clothes that they wear. As I said, it has to be comfortable, but it's still very fashionable. Like it's something that they know they look at, not look at, they look good at. That's what I want to say. So this person could very well be interested in like fashion, but comfort should not come short. And I see this person may even wear like jewelry that they always have. It could be a necklace, a bracelet, but something that they always carry with themselves. It could be even gold, I'm seeing here. A gold chain or, let me see, something gold. Like gold is coming through here very, very much. And definitely tall. I feel like they're also very strong. Like the Seven of Wands for some reason really like dominates the energy here. And if we look at the Seven of Wands, I'm only talking about the illustration here. We can see someone, a man who's it looks like they're working very, very hard, like physical labor here, right? Like you can see the muscles, and this thing could look very, very heavy, and it looks like he wants to yeah those needle, what is it, he's definitely doing some physical labor here. And when I saw this, I was immediately yeah, looking at the physical strength that this person is probably putting into this, right? And I really feel like this is someone who is physically strong. For a lot of you guys, this physical strength is definitely visible. Maybe they have, for example, like upper arms in which this physical strength is visible. But somehow you're gonna see it. Maybe in their chest area, you know? Yeah, maybe, I mean, we can see muscles here. Could definitely be the case. Maybe this person also likes to work out. I mean, this physical strength in this illustration, this person is working, but maybe this person likes to work out, or they have some kind of sport, some kind of hobby that they like to do, which really enhances their physical abilities or the physical strength. If you're asking about a woman, for some, I feel like this physical aspect is more so coming through maybe through dancing. Maybe she likes to dance, and through that, she stays fit. If someone is asking for a man, it's more so through something like working out through, like, for example, lifting weights. So there's a difference here I'm seeing when it comes to, yeah, that, yeah. Another thing I would like to mention here is that for some of you guys, this person, I'm getting tanned skin. Also, coming back to this person's like sense of fashion, I feel like this person definitely likes to put like money into their appearance. So, for example, when they buy something, they buy clothes from like maybe certain quality. Expect like, and expensive doesn't necessarily have to mean better quality, right? However, for them, better quality is definitely a must. And if it like if the price is more, they're willing to pay the price because that's just what they like to do. Like when they wear something, they want it to be of good quality. For some of you guys, I'm seeing a necklace that this person always wears. Beautiful teeth. When they smile, like, it's contagious. That's what I heard. It's contagious. I don't know why we're not getting that much appearance for you guys. Like, can we get a little bit more? It wasn't that much. Like, we have hair, we have skin. Can we get more? Okay, so another thing I would like to say is that no matter how old this person is, they could look younger than they actually are, or very youthful. So it's either that they are a young person or like they're younger, or even if they're older in age, they still look younger than they are. I'm not getting anything more. Okay, with you guys, we're not receiving as many appearance messages as I thought maybe we would. But I mean, I guess there is a reason for that. Maybe you're not meant to know too much for some reason. Let's see. I would like to get even more. I would like to get you some oracle cards. And yeah, let's also not forget about your candle wax reading. We will definitely do it in a few minutes as well. For my dear pile 1, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? The first card we have is relax. We have breathe through the tension. I'm gonna get you guys 4 of these. Know your worth. Definitely this person knows their worth. All right, and yeah, look at this. Leave the past behind. Yes, absolutely. This is what they do. All right, so my dear pal 1, let's look into the energies here. We definitely have 2 confirmations coming through here because it's something that I already said. First, know your worth. Absolutely. As I said, you guys, in the beginning, I really feel like they know who they are. They know what they deserve. They know their worth. And this gives them so much strength because no one can tell them otherwise. No one can take them down, not take them down, but like put them down, because they will not allow it. Like, even if people try to, they will not succeed, because when you know who you are, the chatter that's like around you doesn't matter, because you know who you are. So whatever other people think of you, that's none of your business. And this is what they definitely go with, like this is what they believe as well. And as I already said, with leave the past behind, I do feel like this is someone who definitely releases. They don't carry the baggage of the past with them till like eternity. No, they definitely release because they understand that eventually it will, yeah, influence us, and we may even start sabotaging ourselves. So what is unhealed definitely needs our attention, and this person has done some shadow work. They have done it. Another thing, my dear, I feel like this is someone who works great when they're under stress. Sometimes when a person is under stress, they may feel a little bit paralyzed, and they may not be able to deliver. But with this person, stress for them is definitely like fuel. Like for some reason, under stress, they can work maybe even at their best. This could have been the kind of person who loved to start studying last minute, because this pressure, this time pressure, for example, is actually something that, yeah, makes them be even more focused, or whatever, the situation may be. But they're not destroyed. They won't crumble down when it comes to stress. No, they can definitely handle it, because once again, this is through experience. The same way a muscle is being trained, and you challenge the muscle, you give it what it needs, like for example protein, right? And every now and then you challenge it with more and more weights, like you're building this muscle, and then this muscle can, definitely carry those, those weights that at one time they maybe couldn't, because the muscle wasn't trained yet. It's the same with them as well. This person, yeah, they can handle stress because they have experience when it comes to stress. But at the same time, they are someone who, I feel like the the impact they have on others is a very calming one. Another thing I would like to mention here is that, okay, that's very, very random, but I really feel like this person knows how to have a good time. Like, for example, if they are the host of a party, they know what to do, or like what kind of party to host in order to, yeah, make everyone, and I'm really saying here, everyone have a great time. This can be someone who actually hosts parties pretty often. Friends, families, once again, I told you guys, gathering is so important for them. Being surrounded by their loved ones is so important for them. And yeah, I see that they're the host pretty often, like at their home, different parties, different events, gatherings. They love that. They love to socialize, they love to have their loved ones around them. They also love to cook. Very random, but that's something I'm also seeing here. All right, so that's all I'm getting here. Now let's start with your candle wax, my dear. Let's start with your candle wax reading. Okay, oh, I need to get you your bowl. Give me a second, please. All right. So, let me get you your candle. So, for my dear pile 1, as always, my dear, please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. I would like to say something that I already got coming through while I was meditating for you guys, like before. I really feel like that when it comes to this relationship, this can actually be your lifetime, like your like a lifelong relationship. And also reading this energy and the messages that we already got coming through, also regarding your relationship, that both of you guys have very similar approach, and also what you want from this relationship may be very similar. I really feel like both of you guys are going to be extremely committed and you want to go all the way, you know? I mean, if this was not a future spouse reading, now I would have definitely mentioned marriage, because I feel like this person can be your lifelong partner. Of course, at the end of the day, it depends on you and your free will, because you have the last word. You have the power, no matter what energy potential comes into your life. At the end, it is your decision to make. But if this is someone you want, if you want to be with them, if you want to have a long, like, relationship, then this is definitely, yeah, I'm seeing the potential here. So that's just something I wanted to mention, because I feel like there is a lot of importance or a lot of emphasis on that. Like, for example, I see you guys doing so much. I see you guys once again getting married if you want, having children if you want, buying the house if you want, like having those like pets. It's like I see it all, you know, like one of those, you know, like those stories of a happy marriage. That's literally what I'm seeing. Like, yeah. But of course, at the end of the day, and yeah, it depends on what you guys want, what you guys choose. But the potential, I'm seeing it. You guys are gonna have a lot. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot. Also, physically speaking, like through this union, you're gonna create a lot for each other and for yourselves. There's a lot of abundance in here, like financially speaking. I don't know whether some of you guys are gonna work with each other or like, yeah, financial gain. Some of you guys, you may even work with your spouse. This person is gonna be something, or not something, better to say someone that you have been wishing for a very long time. That's something I'm seeing here. You've been waiting for them, either this person, like maybe you have been waiting for exactly this person, or for some, maybe you have been waiting for a love interest to enter your life and it's them. So for some, you may already know this person. For others, maybe you haven't met yet. But I'm seeing a lot of patient energy. Someone may have even been single for years. That's something I'm also seeing here. When you guys are going to meet, I feel like, you know, I talked about the fact that the way you're going to approach this relationship is in a very slow way. That doesn't mean that this is actually what you guys want, because I feel like actually both of you guys would want to take this relationship very, very fast, because of like all the things you're gonna feel. It may be very intense, it may just feel so right to do so, but still your inner voices are gonna tell you guys, no, slow and steady wins the race, right? This quote I feel like really fits this energy. And yeah, maybe you guys would love to immediately like go and be together. But no, you're gonna go with what you know is right, which is first build this relationship on something which is solid, in comparison to crash into it without thought or without maybe the right preparations, whatever this is supposed to mean. Let me see. Is there anything more? Another thing I would like to mention here, my dear pal, one is that I feel like this person, like your future spouse, there's someone who's very calculated, someone who's also very logics. So if this person wants to do something, if they want to, yeah, go for something, they will definitely go very practical about it. And I feel like this is going to be something that you appreciate about this person a lot, because maybe you are very similar, or maybe you are the complete opposite. And because of that, you really love how this person goes about these things, all right? Is there anything more? So sorry for the cut, my dear. I accidentally hit the camera and the camera fell. But now everything is okay. So let's continue. Let me lighten your candle again. Let's continue. So I also took a second to come back to the energy. So yeah. Still, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment. All right. There was one thing that I wanted to also say before I accidentally hit the camera, which was the fact that I really feel like, my dear, like for some of you guys, when you meet this person, maybe at the time, if you haven't done, of course, so far, some of you guys could have already met this person, but this is for those who haven't met them yet. I feel like at the time you will meet them, it's going to be a very crucial, a very important phase in your life. Maybe you're going through a lot of changes and there is a lot happening, and at this time you will also meet your future spouse. So it feels like a very busy time in your life. It feels like you already have so much going for yourself, like for you, and yeah, almost like the last thing you think about, maybe finding your future spouse or getting into a relationship. Like, even if right now you're watching this and you want a relationship, I really feel like at the time when you will meet this person, you're not going to think about it because your mind is going to be occupied with a lot of other things. But it's kind of like a surprise, then, I guess, it has this surprise element to it. And yeah, that's just something I wanted to mention here. I really feel like it's almost like it's going to come out of nowhere, or at least it's going to feel like this. Also, another thing I would like to mention, oops. Another thing I would like to mention is that I really feel like, my dear, when this person comes into your life, you're gonna know, or you're gonna kind of feel from the beginning that this is gonna be someone who is gonna have a big impact on you. Maybe it is an intuitive knowing. Maybe some of you guys are gonna receive a lot of messages, but that's just the way it's coming through. You're gonna know. This is what I'm hearing. You're gonna know that this is someone who's gonna be very, very important in your life. And I mean, we're reading the energy of your future spouse, right? I mean, obviously, they're gonna be someone very important. So, yeah, this is all I have for you. I can't talk. This is what I have for you for today, my dear pal one. Please feel free to let me know, my dear, how you feel about this reading. I'm not receiving any more messages. I really hope that this reading was, able to bring to you the messages that you needed. And from my heart, my dear, thank you so much that, I was able to connect with your beautiful energy today. And yeah, my dear, as always, if there's something you would like to share with us, definitely feel free to do so in the comment section below. As always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me, of course, you can also feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pal one, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day or, of course, a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal one, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Let's start straight away, my dear. First of all, I would like to get you 2 archetype cards to see, what energy your future spouse carries. And then we will continue with more tarot and oracle. And at the end of the reading, or better to say of your pile, we will also dive into a candle wax reading. So let's start. For my dear pile 2, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Let's look into some archetypes here. Who's your future spouse? All right, the first card we have is the Rescuer card. And the second one is the Thief archetype. All right. The Rescuer card says, provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And the Thief archetype says, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Beautiful. All right. So my dear pal 2, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Let's dive in. First of all, I would like to say that these 2 cards in their color, they're pretty similar. It looks like a very dark blue indigo kind of color. And also, I would like to talk about the fact that when both those cards came through, those hearts, like immediately, that was all I was looking at. And I think we also had a very similar card in pile 1. I don't know why today, like, the hearts are everywhere. So what I really feel for you guys is that, and this was what I heard, you're gonna fall in love with this person's heart. And I feel like this is a pretty big statement, because what I'm hearing is that this person is going to give you a lot of, choices. And choices for me are all about freedom. And I don't know why, but I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you may be not necessarily scared, but maybe sometimes being in a relationship is can be a little bit difficult, because I mean, of course, there is a certain level of compromise, right? Because there are 2 people coming together, and both parties need to compromise a bit. But what I mean with that is, like, sometimes people are in a relationship and they actually feel very trapped in it, especially toxic ones, because, well, maybe they feel very caged. Maybe their partner is very pressuring, or they really feel like they're not their own person anymore, and their freedom, like, is non-existent. Unfortunately, a lot of people feel very caged in relationships sometimes, and for some reason, maybe some of you guys have either experienced that, or if you haven't, maybe this is a subconscious fear that you have. Maybe you're not even aware of it, but there is this subconscious fear of, I don't want to be trapped in a relationship. I still want to be my own person. I still want to be independent, and I still want to feel free. And what I find very interesting is that this energy for me is all about feeling free. Yes, of course, you are in a relationship with someone else. And as I said, a relationship is something you build with each other. You give, you take, and of course, it's compromising. It's a lot of management as well. But it should never make you feel like trapped or your freedom's being taken away from you. You're still your own person, and you have the right to, yeah, claim your independence, even in a relationship. And I really feel like this relationship is gonna make it very easy for you to do so. So if some of you guys have a toxic relationship in the past, which may have felt I'm sorry, which may have you guys, my English, which may have, yeah, made you feel trapped. Okay, this sentence. Anyways, if this is the case, then what I'm trying to say is that this past relationship is not this relationship. And I really feel like you're gonna feel the difference. For those of you guys who have not experienced such a thing, maybe it can be a little bit intimidating, right, to allow someone into your life like that. And especially for a lot of people, putting yourself in such a vulnerable place, it can be scary, especially because, well, we never know what the future may hold. And this is definitely very nurturing. Like, there is a lot of nurturing messages in here for you to not worry, but to follow your heart. And when love is real, when love is true, it doesn't feel trapping, it feels like freeing. And this is something you will experience here. You will see that love is not about feeling trapped to a person, but it's actually about experiencing how free we can be. And yeah, I really want to say that I feel like both of you guys, you're gonna fall in love like head over heels here. All right, this is something I really feel like. A relationship, like the emotions are gonna, yeah, are gonna come through from the beginning like very, very fast. This doesn't feel like a friendship, which may with time, well, develop into something. This for me here is like two people seeing each other, getting to know each other, and falling in love equally. Like, it's very mutual, like mutual energy here. It's not like one person is in love, the other isn't. No, both of you guys. And what I just realized as well, oops, excuse me, is that, we have two people here, and both of them, like, I mean, they're holding a heart, right? As I said, but it almost feels like this is you and this is them, or this is them and this is you. And I'm not talking here gender wise, it doesn't matter. It's just about metaphorically speaking. Like, both of you guys are holding this heart, and you are connected through it. You are willing to, like, look at this woman. It looks like she wants to give this away, right? Like, she's representing it to someone, and he is literally, it looks like he's trying to sell it, right? Like, he's showing you his heart, and, well, are you interested, right? I don't know why it gives me this impression. So what I wanted to say is that this really feels like a space in which both of you guys can express your raw emotions. And once again, the aspect of vulnerability is for me coming through here. So yeah, maybe someone has had a negative experience regarding it. It doesn't necessarily even have to be relationship wise. Sometimes we may emotionally open up to a friend, to a parent, could be anyone, doesn't have to be a love romance like partner. And we may put ourselves in a very vulnerable place, but maybe this other person somehow makes us regret that, right? Because they may use it against us, or somehow, yeah, hurting us, perhaps even. I really feel like in this space, both of you guys feel free to be vulnerable and at the same time safe. Because, the other is not gonna, yeah, take advantage of that. And I really feel like both of you guys understand how much courage it actually takes to open up like that. I really feel like in this future spouse of yours, you're gonna have a support that you may have never experienced at all, like in a partner, because your future spouse, they're definitely gonna be the one partner who, like, you can always count on. No matter what happens, you know you can reach out to them. You know they will guide you, or they will help you with whatever it may be. You know, very often, like, or not very often, but like sometimes, maybe someone doesn't feel like sharing something with their spouse, and they will share it instead with their best friend to get some advice, but they will not tell their spouse because maybe they have some kind of reason for that. Like, I literally saw this scenario here, like in my mind, but I saw you directly going and approaching your spouse. Like, there is no one else that you need to approach. Like, you guys have this trust and this non-judgment energy here. Like, even if there's something going on with you, you you know that you can approach your spouse, even if, you know, in the past you could have had like some fear around that, maybe a partner judging you regarding that, or you don't want to seem a certain way. No, this relationship is all about being yourself, being your authentic self, and that also goes with, you know, the fears or the worries you may have. This is a space in which you guys know you can reach out to the other, and you will find help and support instead of judgment or but rejection, I heard, for some reason. And what I really find beautiful as well, when we look at the rescuer archetype, as I said, it says provide strength and support to others in crisis. And it also says acts out of love with no expectation. So, this is exactly what I'm feeling. So, for example, if you reach out to this person, they're gonna be there for you because you are their love, right? It's not like they're expecting anything in return or so. No, this is about two people being heart to heart connected, and all that matters is this connection. I don't know why, but with this card being here, it almost feels like those two are becoming one. Like, there is something so, I mean, obviously intimate about this, but it just feels like a union, you know, like a union. And I really feel like you guys, this is a very sacred union with you guys as well. And it's so interesting to me because while I was at the beginning shuffling, I already received this message, but like I was in the moment and I just let it pass. But now that I'm looking at this energy once again, this message is coming through, and I really feel like it's just something to stay. I really feel like you guys, this can be a very significant union. Of course, take it how it resonates, but I really feel like this could be a spiritual connection, such as a soulmate connection. And what I'm hearing is that pay attention to the beginning. Pay attention to the like beginning of you guys getting to know each other. Excuse me, because I feel like for some there could be this recognition, this instant recognition, or you know, sometimes we meet someone for the very first time, but there is something so familiar about them. Like, yes, maybe we have met for the very first time, but it doesn't feel like it. They feel like someone we know, someone that we may have even experienced something with in the past, maybe even multiple lifetimes. And I really feel like you guys are gonna have like this sensation here. And also, my dear, with the thief archetype being here, it says that can never be stolen. So this really takes me back to what I already said regarding some kind of, not necessarily fear. I mean, it can definitely be fear, but like putting yourself in a situation which may, yeah, used against you. I talked about perhaps this aspect of vulnerability, but maybe some of you guys, there's just something about relationships. Maybe you're scared that, yeah, you may sacrifice a part of yourself, you may lose yourself, or I mean, it can sometimes be very scary, especially you guys when we connect with people who seem very special, or like a union, like a spiritual connection. It can be so incredibly intense right from the beginning. And I mean, it can come out of the blue. One day you can meet this person not even expecting it. And it can be so difficult to adjust to that, or just genuinely speaking, understanding this. And I really feel like this could be something that you guys also experience. Maybe it's going to be a little bit difficult at the beginning because it's going to be so intense. For some of you guys, maybe you have never been in a relationship at all, and this is going to make it even worse because, like, all those feelings and they're so intense. This can be something that can overwhelm us, no matter if we have had relationships or not. And yeah, this is just something I want to mention here. It can be overwhelming, but the overwhelming energy comes from the fact that you guys recognize this as something that is not ordinary, Like, for example, for those of you guys who have been in relationships in the past, you're going to be able to compare this sensation to your past relationships, and you're going to see the difference. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, but I'm hearing those of you guys who have never been in relationships, this is going to be more overwhelming for you guys. But in a very up in a very uplifting way. Like, how should I describe it? Like, sometimes I'm receiving those messages and it's just so difficult to put them into words, especially because English is not my first language. But besides that, sometimes there are certain like sensations that you can't find the right words for it because you can't describe them. And I really feel like this is a moment like that. It's gonna be overwhelming, but in a very good way. Like, it almost feels like a revelation, understanding something big. Like, maybe, for example, you've never been in a relationship and you meet this person and you understand that, oh my goodness, like, this is my person, this is who I was waiting for. And this revelation can be very overwhelming, but at the same time there's this very sweet energy to it because you feel like you have arrived, or this is someone that you want to experience this love with. I hope I have explained it the best way possible. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing here. Let's get you guys some more cards. All right, let's continue with the tarot. For my dear pile 2, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? What more information can we get about them? The first card we have is the Moon card. Oops. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Interesting. The Moon, and we also got the Sun card. All right. Nine of Pentacles, and look at that, the Six of Cups. The Justice card, and let's get you guys one more. And we got the Empress. All right. At the back of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. All right, so let's continue. For my dear pile 2, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? So, I would like to start with this. So I talked about the fact that I really feel like this can be a union. I would like to definitely emphasize this some more because that's really what I'm feeling. The Six of Cups and the Moon energy here. And the Four of Wands as well, by the way. And it's so interesting to me that these three cards, like, they're all together. That's a very interesting mixture because for one, I really feel like it's going to be something that you're maybe in the beginning you can't quite understand because it's going to be overwhelming and it's going to be something that you have never experienced before. And the Moon card, genuinely speaking, is definitely a very mystical card, but it's also something a little bit secretive, so it could actually take you some time to understand what's going on because yeah, there's just so much mystery about this. And I mean, now that you're listening to this reading, maybe you're gonna have better understanding, but I really feel like the Moon card still is coming through with a lot of hidden energy, and it may take you some time to see the bigger picture. But it is all about the emotions, my dear. It is all about what you feel. It's gonna make you understand this so much more. And I also feel like your intuition is very important here. I mean, if we're looking at this as a spiritual connection, of course your intuition is important. And I really feel like you're going to receive messages, you're going to receive a lot of intuitive knowing. It's almost like this spiritual connection is going to be a spiritual awakening in itself as well, one way or another. And it's going to actually also trigger you into reconnecting with your spirituality. Because maybe you want to understand this better, but the way is actually going is through understanding yourself better, understanding who you are to understand what this is. And I really feel like there is a lot to explore, spiritually speaking, in this union. By now I would have definitely said that I'm getting major marriage energy here. But I mean, this is a future spouse reading, so you guys know it already. But yeah, also what I find very interesting is that the Six of Cups for some readers is a soulmate connection card, and the Four of Wands for some readers is a twin flame card. So take it how it resonates, but that's just something I wanted to quickly mention here as well. So let's come back to who this person is. We definitely got some messages regarding your relationship here. And the depth of your relationship, or what kind of relationship it is. But let's also once again focus on your future spouse, because that's what you're here for, right? So your future spouse is giving me the energy of someone who's definitely very knowledgeable, someone who I feel like is book smart. This is book smart energy here. Someone who knows a lot about a lot of different things because they're very curious and they have this thirst, this thirst of knowledge, This could even be someone who has a very long education because they really needed like someone who just thirsts for getting a lot of information into their brain, you know? That's how I would describe it. But I just feel like what I find very interesting is that there are a lot of different areas in which this person could be very, very knowledgeable in. And when you got to know this person, especially for those of you guys who love to be connected like mind as well, this is going to be a great one because I really see you guys connecting, like your minds connecting, and it's very stimulating. Also, connections or conversations between you guys are actually gonna be so great. Like, I see you guys talking to each other for hours, forgetting how much like time has passed just being in the moment. It's almost like you're in your own little bubble and you forget the world around you. It's all about you guys, it's all about your discussion. And maybe you are someone, for some of you guys, who's not even that talkative, or who's actually not someone who talks a lot of like about a lot of different topics. But with this person it's going to be very, very different because they know how to keep something interesting. And besides that, the communication between you guys, I feel like it's very effortless. It's very easy for you guys to communicate. It's very easy for you guys to, yeah, hold a conversation. And I feel like there's also a lot of honesty in here. Like, you guys are very transparent to each other. The moon card is not regarding communication, okay? The moon card is regarding the relationship I was getting here, because the moon is definitely not a card of transparency. But that's not what I'm talking about here. That's something different. But yeah, I feel like you guys you reach out with like towards each other. And as I said in the beginning of the reading, right, there is not this fear of being judged. There is this understanding in here. I don't know why this is coming through once again. Maybe some of you guys thought, or like either you have been in some kind of like relationship like that, or maybe you thought in a future relationship this is something you have to do, that you have to present yourself in a certain way so your partner likes you even more, or you can't be your true self. You have to play a certain role to be like desired, or whatever it may be. I want to say it here right now once again. You don't have to be anyone except yourself, because that's what this person's gonna fall in love with. They're gonna fall in love with you, with who you really are. Maybe some of you guys have friends in which you have to pretend to be a certain way. Well, not with this person. This is all about authenticity. They're gonna fall in love with your authentic self, all right? So keep that in mind. Be honest with them, be honest to yourself. You don't have to play a role, you don't have to be someone that you're not. It's all about being who you came here to be, and not pretending to be someone just because you think others may like this. No, be you. That's exactly the version of you that this person's gonna fall in love with anyways. But you should do it for yourself, right? Because you deserve it. You deserve to be in a relationship in which you can be unapologetically you, and yeah, loved for that. Isn't this something that everyone wants? Being loved for who you are? Another thing I would like to mention here, and I really feel like this is something you're going to love about this person a lot. They definitely have a great sense of justice, and they're also a very fair person. This can be something very important to you as well, because you may also be someone like that. Or maybe it's, yeah, through some kind of circumstance, you're gonna see the side of them, and it's gonna be so attractive for you. For example, it could be the case that you go somewhere and someone is being treated unfairly, and your person is gonna, go for it. They're gonna open their mouth and bring some kind of justice. And that's just an example. I mean, it can really be anything. But for them, they can't close their eyes when they see injustice. Like, even if they don't know the person who's being treated badly, that doesn't matter. It's not about just knowing, like, just supporting those that we know. For them, it's about bringing justice wherever we go or however we can. And it can be even on the streets when we see someone being, treated not the way they deserve to be treated. So that's just something I wanted to mention here really quickly. And yeah, definitely honesty, once again, so important for this person. And if this person, at one point in their life, if they are a boss or have some kind of authority or power over others, they're going to be such a fair leader. And that's another thing. I feel like this person, they can be such a great leader because they're empathic, but the element of fairness and justice, once again, it's so important. And they would never ever take advantage of the position that they have. In fact, they are a very, very fair boss, a very, very fair leader who treats everyone the same, and they don't see themselves any better. Yeah, they're definitely someone very humbled and grounded. That's the thing. They're grounded, and yeah, that's very important. I mean, look at the Seven of Pentacles right here. We see there's this tree, right, growing, but look at all those roots. I mean, they're so strong and so deeply rooted, right? That's literally them. It is not something that came easy to them. I feel like it really took them years and years to be grounded like this, but it was worth it. And it has definitely made them the person that they are today. And there is something very nurturing about being humbled. And you're gonna see this in them. And by the way, you guys, I feel like for some of you guys, this person could also help you big time when it comes to grounding yourself. Especially if it may sometimes be a little bit difficult for you, then they are definitely, a great role model or a great example. Because for some of you guys, I feel like maybe you are more so the spiritual person, like your upper chakras are very vibrant, but maybe it is a little bit difficult for you to feel grounded, and this person may actually help you with that. This is definitely the kind of relationship in which both people, they have a great impact on the other. It's very complementary. Like, one person comes with something that nurtures or can really help the other somehow, and the other also comes and brings something into the relationship which may really help the other person. So it's like two puzzle pieces coming together. Yes, they're two individual pieces, but they make a picture together, right? I also would like to talk about, I really feel like you might be upheld too. You're gonna find your future spouse very, very attractive. And it's not only you, a lot of people are gonna find them very attractive. That's something I'm seeing here. Now, I'm not talking about appearance yet, but we already get some messages coming through. And I want to say their lips. Their lips, you guys. Like, this is so interesting to me because also looking at your pile selection card, these two people are kissing, and the lips area is so emphasized here that I was about to say, like, what you gonna feel when you look at them is just to kiss them, kiss, 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 and that's literally your card. So kissing for sure, it's like your lips touch, and yeah, there is this whole universe awakening, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna find their lips very, very attractive. I'm seeing soft lips. Yeah, soft lips here. I'm hearing kissable. Like, maybe in the beginning that's all you want to do with them. Like, that may sound very cheesy, but I mean, that's your guys' union, you know? It may very overwhelm you and bring you back to your, yeah, core instincts. Like, you just want to be with them. Also, this is a very positive person. There are definitely the kind of person who will see the glass half full always. And I feel like a lot of people like to be around this person because their energy is just great. You know, coming back to the sun card, I mean, someone who comes through with the sun archetype, the same way, I mean, for example, when the sun shines outside, people just naturally want to go, like, to go out, right? To be in the sun, and it recharges, it's warm, it's comfortable, and so many more things. It makes us happy, it makes us joyful. For some reason, I felt like your future spouse is like the sun, making other people feel warm, uplifted, positive. You know, their energy, it just shines through, and people want to be a part of it. Like, it naturally attracts other people to it. Another thing I would like to mention for you guys is that the element of protection is also coming through here for me. So it's either that you guys are very protected, like this union can be protected, or it can be your future spouse. Maybe they're going to be very protective of you, of this connection. That's also how it can be, because the energies are not giving me any more information than that. So yeah, take it how it resonates, but the element of protection is definitely coming through here. So let me see if there is anything else. Also, there is something about traveling in here. Maybe you guys love to travel with each other. Maybe your future spouse travels a lot. Or maybe for some, you're going to meet through some kind of traveling. It doesn't have to be necessarily like long distance airplane travel. So sorry for the cut, my dear. I don't know why this also happened with Pal 1, but I accidentally hit the camera and the camera fell. But now I set everything back, so yeah, let's continue. So as I said, my dear, it doesn't necessarily have to be long distance airplane travel. It can also be within your country, let's say driving by car. You know, it's just all about movement. This travel energy, it's all about, well, going from one place to the other, right? And it doesn't have to be always airplane. It can also be a short distance. which, yeah, you will meet them through. But that's just something I wanted to mention here very quickly because that's also a message I'm getting. Let me see, is there anything else? No, that's all. So let's continue. Let's see now what we can get about their appearance. For my dear pal 2, let's see. Your future spouse's appearance. What can we get about your future spouse's appearance? All right, so we have 2 cards. We have the King of Wands, the Empress. The Empress coming through once again. We got the 5 of Wands. The Magician. The 7 of Wands. Ace of Swords. Your future spouse's appearance. Ooh. All right. For one, we have the Strength card, and we also have the 6 of Wands. At the back of the deck, we have the Fool card. All right. Okay, so let's continue. For my dear pile 2, what can we get when it comes to their appearance? Now, one message is coming through again as a confirmation, I guess, but like the Empress card for me, especially talking about appearance, okay? This is now a space, this is now a pile only like regarding their appearance. And when the Empress card comes through in such an energy, like the Empress card is all about beauty in that case for me, you know, someone who's beautiful, someone who, yeah, is very attractive, really in their element, you know, like, I mean, just look at the Empress, like she's glowing, and this is not only the way that she sees herself, but this is also how others sees her. And I'm talking here about the Queen now. Not the Queen, I'm sorry, the Empress now. So what I really want to say here is that I talked about the fact that I feel like your future spouse is someone who's very attractive, who other people also find very attractive, not only you. And this is definitely coming through for me once again. So they are very beautiful, gorgeous, handsome. Take it how it resonates, but that's really something I'm seeing here. And people are attracted towards them. Like I see a lot of suitors. This can be someone who a lot of people are interested in, or definitely a lot of people's type. Maybe they have something that when we look at the beauty standards of, you know, whatever country this person is from, or wherever they live, maybe they have certain, yeah, beauty standards that are very looked after, you know, like very desirable. I feel like it is both. It is found in their face, but also in their body. Like, they're giving me the impression of someone who's very, very hot. There's no other way to say it. That's really what I feel like. Someone who is very hot. Okay, let's continue. So, another thing I would like to mention here is that when it comes to height, I'm seeing average to tall. And yeah, for some of you guys, it is going to be very, very, very tall. So yeah, average tall here. I'm not getting so much short energy. It's more so taller energy here for you. Now, hair color, you are the first pile who got two hair colors, because pile one only got dark hair color, but with you guys, I'm actually seeing a lot of different ones. And I mean, I guess it has something to do with this being a general reading, and I believe that pile 2 is going to be the pile that the most people are going to choose. And that's why we have so many different energies here. So, when such a situation comes through, go with your intuition. You know, I'm gonna say now certain hair colors that I feel like coming through. Go with your intuition now and see which one of them is for you. Because once again, that's a general reading. A lot of people are watching this. So, yeah. Always go with your intuition. Always see what feels right to you. And yeah, sometimes you have this knowing, you know? You're just like, yeah, this is mine. Like, this is my message. That is meant for me. I can feel it. Go with that. So when it comes to the hair color, I am seeing blonde, and actually in some cases very, very light blonde hair. And I'm seeing very dark hair. All right, these are the two options here. Very, very different from each other. But yeah, I just have to say it, you know. It's just the way it is. I'm seeing two colors here. So yeah, go with your intuition here. I really would like to talk about the fact that this person is physically strong. Even if they don't look like it, they are physically strong. Also, with the strength card being here. The strength card for me in this reading, in which it's all about appearance, it's actually emphasizing this physical strength that they have. This is, though, an appearance reading, so it can be visible. Although, still, I feel like for a lot of you guys, like, this person is more so lean. And, you know, at the beginning, you may not even be aware of how strong they are. When you see them in action, when you see them somehow demonstrating it through, I don't know, carrying something very heavy, for example, you will see it because there is a lot of strength in them. But I do feel like the strength is not only physical, but this is really an archetype for them. They are a very strong person, also mentally speaking. And this mental strength has brought them to a lot of great places and has also helped them to go like over their challenges. And I feel like you're gonna see the strength that they have with your own eyes. And I'm talking here mental strength. There is something very empowering about them. This is going to be something that you feel, or you're going to see, better to say, is very, very attracted. Excuse me, my voice. Is very, very attractive about them. And yeah, maybe you're someone who loves that. You know, you love strong people, whatever, of course, strength means for you. But it's something that, yeah, makes a person even more attractive for you. So, for example, you may talk with this person about your past, right? I mean, they're gonna be your future spouse, so of course you're gonna do, right? You want to know who you marry. So, you guys may talk about certain things that happened, and you're gonna see how strong this person is, and that they always kept going. And maybe they even went through some challenges that, like, you're gonna just think about it and you may have thoughts such as, wow, like, I could never, or I can't even imagine. But this person has gone through them, and I feel like this sense of respect, it's growing even more then, because you're gonna have so much respect for what this person has gone through and overcome. But yeah, for some reason, I know this is an appearance pile now, but I really feel like you guys are gonna find them even more attractive because of like their experience. Because attraction is not only about the appearance of someone, of course, it's much, much more. It's also about their personality, about their sense of humor. I mean, about a thousand different things that people may find attractive in another. But one thing I'm also seeing influencing their physical appearance here for you, like not the physical appearance, but how you perceive them, that's a better way to say it, is the strength that you recognize in them. And that makes them even more attractive. Let me see. What else can we get? Their laugh. Their smile and their laugh is another thing I'm seeing here. I feel like when they smile, I'm hearing it makes you so beautiful. This can be something that you tell them. When they smile, it may really like touch your heart. It just makes you, yeah, feel something. And wow, you guys, like, this is love here. This is genuine love. I know I'm supposed to talk about the appearance, but I'm getting like so many other messages coming through. And it's almost like the appearance doesn't even matter, because what connects you to this person is not a pretty face or an attractive body, but it's who they are. It's the love you guys share. And I really feel like this, yeah, this is something so much more valuable. And it's so interesting to me that it's coming through while I'm, yeah, stuck in the appearance right now. But like those messages are coming through here. You're gonna have so much love for each other, you guys. I'm seeing so much love. Wow. Continuing with the appearance, for some of you guys, of course, it depends on where you're from or where this person is from. But for some of you guys, this person could sometimes wear some traditional clothes as well. Once again, take it how it resonates. That's a general reading, but that's for some of you guys. I'm seeing them actually in traditional clothes as well. Maybe for certain like events or festivals or holidays, whatever it may be. But for a certain occasion, perhaps even, well, they look really, really good. That's something I just want to say here. So yeah, they definitely have some suitors here and there. But I would like to talk about the fact that that doesn't even have to bother you, because it is all about the connection you guys have. And they are someone, they only care about the person they're with. So yeah, I don't know why I feel like saying this. Maybe some of you guys feel some type of way about it, but that's just something I wanted to quickly also mention here. That's not something which should bother you, because yeah, they're doing their own thing. And what matters for them is you, not whoever may also find them attractive. I mean, that's obviously not important. Let me see. Can I get a little bit more regarding their appearance? Like, please, a little bit more. Yeah, I'm seeing height difference once again, just so you guys know. I talked about the fact that, I have here either blonde, light hair, or very, very dark hair. And I feel like for some of you guys, it really depends on what your color is as well, because I'm seeing some differences in here. So it could be the case that your future spouse, they have a hair color which is very different from yours, or there's some kind of difference about you guys. Hey, look at this. Okay, yeah. That's actually a great way to explain it. Like, do you see this couple in here? They look very, very different. They have different hair color, different skin color. Also, height looks very different. I mean, the man looks pretty taller. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. It could be the case that for some of you guys, there's some visible differences in your appearance. That doesn't mean that, like this card, everything is gonna be different. No, it can be the case that you guys have the same hair color, for example, but maybe a very big time, like different height, or maybe different skin color. You know, maybe one person is more so tanned, the other person is maybe a little bit paler. But of course, no, take it how it resonates, but I do see some differences coming through here when it comes to you guys together. So you guys know. I'm seeing a small face. But I mean, wait. I heard small face, whatever that's supposed to mean. Let me see what else I can get. They're gonna love your hair. Okay, this your reading, you guys, is very interesting because it's almost like I'm getting so many messages, but more appearance. I'm getting that they're gonna love your hair. Also, I don't know why, but someone has some kind of hair jewelry. That's another thing I'm seeing here. Maybe it's the traditional clothes that I talked about, but it can also be you as a confirmation. I don't know why, but I'm getting this. Maybe they're gonna gift you a hair jewelry for some reason, but that's something I'm seeing here. Can I get more? Like sometimes, I mean it's not in my control. The energies, they come through with the messages, and maybe you're not meant to know more than that. Because I'm not receiving more messages regarding their appearance. But let's get you some oracle cards. Maybe we can get some more. For my dear pal 2, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Ooh. The first card we have is Step Up and Lead. We have Take a Breather. My goodness. See the bigger picture. And we have Clear Your Mind. That's very interesting because I'm getting two energies here coming through. On one hand, I'm getting a very active, a very loud energy, and on the other hand, I'm getting a very calm and silent energy. So I feel like this person has those two sides to them. Of course, if needed, especially when it comes to work, this person could literally be a leader. They could be in a position in which they have some kind of, responsibility. And in that space, they know how to lead. They know how to, represent themselves and take the steps. It's just a lot of active energy. And I really feel like a lot of people may even take an example. So, on the one hand, I have this, which I feel like is more so connected to their work. On the other hand, I have a very calm and almost like someone who wants to go into meditation kind of energy. And I feel like this is something this person really needs. Like, they know when to, like, put their energy into something that, yeah, it's gonna grow, and put their energy into something that is very active, but at the same time they know when to preserve their energy and when it is time to recharge. So this doesn't feel like someone who is in like danger of burning out or so. I feel like they definitely know how to take good care of themselves, how to relax. Even if this is a workaholic, they know when to relax so they can be recharged, and even more energized to do even more things for their work, for their goals, whatever it may be, for their dreams. So this is actually a beautiful balance that we have. Someone who puts 100% into the things they do, but at the same time also knows how important it is to come back to yourself and, yeah, just do nothing, just recharge, just relax, just calm down and just be. It's not only about doing, but it's also about being. And for me, this is more like, this energy is more so about doing, and this energy is more so about being. And they have a beautiful balance between the two. All right. I would say let's start with your candle wax reading, my dear. Let me first take all the cards. All right. Okay, let me get you your candle. As always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. This is the first message I'm getting. I feel like this is definitely someone who has a lot of... what is the right word? They have a lot that they need to take care of. Like, they are someone very, very responsible. And I find it very interesting that it's almost like the candle wax reading now wants to give us more like information regarding that. But I'm getting someone who's very busy. Yeah, their work. We haven't got anything regarding their work, have we? No, I don't think so. Except the oracle card, but when it comes to their work, I really see them. Like, I literally see someone and people are looking up to them. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like it's also metaphorically for respect. I just want to also mention that I feel like for this person, respect is a huge thing. Also, when we talk about relationships, like, they need to be in a relationship in which they can feel like there is mutual respect. Maybe in the past they have been in a relationship in which respect was not really that important for their partner, and that has definitely made them feel some type of way. Because you need to understand, this person really loves themselves. They have a very good connection to who they are, and they set an example as for how others should treat them, and they treat themselves in a very good way, so they expect others to also do that. But at the same time, they're also treating others in a good way, right? So for them, respect is so important. I feel like there is at least one thing that this person is really, really good at. Like, there could be a professional of, at least one thing. Also, in your private life, you guys are gonna see that this person is good at a lot of different things. Like, they're very knowledgeable. And I feel like this has to do once again with them like seeking wisdom or seeking knowledge a lot. Like they could be someone who reads a lot of books, someone who wants to know about a lot of things. Like they could be very knowledgeable about so many different like topics because they love to read about it, they love to inform themselves. And you're going to see them in action. This is a very simple example, but let's just say like your car, like there is some kind of problem with it, they will know how to fix it. But that's just an example. Or let's say you need some kind of information about something, they will know a lot about this. So I just feel like they know, but it's not like it came out of nowhere. This is knowledge that they have like accumulated themselves over time. I don't know why I see someone also playing chess. Someone being very strategic. They could have a very strategic mind. Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing so many books, you guys. This person could even have like their own library at home. Like, I know, a corner in which there are so many books. They definitely have two sides to them. What do I mean with that? Especially talking about the work side. It's a super professional. It is just, yeah. Some of you guys, this person could even wear a suit or some kind of uniform for their work. But I would like to talk about the fact that I feel like this is a very, very, very generous person. They love giving. Let me see. Yeah, suits here. Also, this is a side of them that they definitely don't show on the outside, but I feel like this person is someone who's actually very romantic, but people may not really expect this because maybe in the day-to-day life at work, like they don't give up like out those vibes. But yeah, I really feel like they are someone who who can be very romantic, like at home. You're gonna see certain gestures of them that you may have never expected, like a candlelight dinner or them giving you flowers. I mean, of course, take it how it resonates, but that's just something I'm seeing here. It is so interesting because on one hand, I'm seeing someone who looks very serious and also even maybe has sometimes poker face, and at the other side I'm seeing someone who's smiling so gently at me. So definitely the first example could be them at their work field. Maybe they really have to come through as a certain professional, but with you, like private, they can be so different. Is there anything more? For my dear pal one, is there anything more? One more thing. They are a very private person. So even like if they have, let's say, social media, I feel like they're very cautious when it comes to what they share of their own personal life, because for them they like really to protect their energy and they just don't like to share everything. They are more so a private person, and you're gonna see it in them. Yeah. All right, this is all I have for you, my dear pal, too. I'm not receiving any more messages. Please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. It was definitely a more so longer reading, but I hope that you received the messages that are meant for you to hear. As always, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. As always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram link in the description box. My dear pal, too, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day or, of course, a beautiful evening, depending where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal, too, take care, my love. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? First of all, my dear, I would like to get you 2 archetype oracle cards, and then we will get a little bit more tarot. And at the end, we're going to dive into the topic some more with the candle wax reading. So let's see. For my dear pile 3, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? For my dear pile 3. All right. Let's get you second card. And we have the visionary archetype as well. Okay, let me also read to you guys what the cards say. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life as riches. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Wow. They're like beautiful energies here for sure to start off with. And I also feel like they're pretty straightforward. So let me just start. My dear pal 2, so who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Your future spouse is definitely giving me like major entrepreneurial, like business kind of energy here. I feel like they're definitely someone who comes up with great ideas, and I would like to say that I don't feel like that's only regarding their career. This is a trait that this person may have always had, like even when they were a child. They were always the one who had great ideas, was very creative. I feel like the one kid who always comes up with like great ideas that no one thought about, and it's just amazing. Like, I don't know why, but I heard this person, okay, of course take it how it resonates because we're not looking into the zodiac signs here, but I'm still getting some zodiac sign energy coming through. I'm definitely getting here fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm also getting Aquarius here in Capricorn. Okay, so these energies could somehow definitely influence this person. But let's come back. So I feel like this person is someone who could even have their own business or even multiple streams of income. Someone who likes to put their ideas into action for sure. They're not someone who just thinks about it and that's it. No, they definitely go for it as well. And I feel like this person, like, no matter how old they are, they have definitely already experienced a lot when it comes to their, yeah, like business and stuff. They know what success means, but they also know what failing means. But this failure definitely doesn't like scare them off. This person understands that, you know, great things come at times with risks, and they could have taken risks at times in which people would have never ever dared to do it, but they did it, and I feel like it brought them both success and failure. And this is so much like they have learned from, because you need to understand that for this person, failure is not a bad thing. Failure can actually teach us way more than success can do at times. And I really feel like for them, both is gold. Both the experiences are gold because they can make us grow and, yeah, make us understand what to do in the future or what not to do in the future. So I know we don't have Emperor here, but they're giving me like major Emperor vibes, all right? And I'm not talking here about gender. It doesn't matter what gender you're asking about. I'm just talking about the archetype. I'm just talking about the energy that the Emperor archetype carries. So, yeah, this is someone who has definitely had some great ideas that they have brought to life. And also, this card says turn anything to gold. So, at one point in their life, they have either already experienced that or they will. But I feel like it is really for them, like it is meant for them to happen in a way. They will experience great financial gain through those ideas, and I feel like this will motivate them even more to go with their own mind, to go with their own voice, because maybe this person has had a lot of ideas in the past, or they still have. I feel like there could have been some people not quite believing in them. Especially I'm getting one male energy coming through. It could be a father, it could be maybe even a boss, whoever, but there's definitely, I'm seeing a male coming through. They could have been not really believing, but this person has learned that at the end of the day, it comes down to whether you believe in yourself or not, because you are the one who's going to bring it to life, and you have to believe in your vision. Even if the whole world doesn't believe in it, do you believe in it? That's the most important question, because your belief will shape it, because you are the one who's going for it. And I feel like they have gone through this, through some kind of experience like that, in which they have made it work, even though there weren't a lot of like motivators around them or a lot of people who believed in what they were doing. But that's okay. This person is so powerful in who they are and so confident in who they are. They believe in themselves, and that's what matters to them the most. So they can perhaps be a lone wolf at times, but I don't feel like this is how they are at like always. I do feel like this is someone who loves to socialize and stuff and is actually very good at it, but they definitely are also very, very happy with being with themselves. So they don't need to always be surrounded by someone to feel appreciated or good. They are very good at being alone as well, and I feel like that's also another thing, another reason why they have so much strength, because they love being at their own company, because they have a great relationship with who they are. And this shows as well in the business. This also shows in their career. By the way, this person could have some workaholic tendencies because their work means so much to them. Because you need to understand, I mean, of course, work means a lot to almost everyone, right? Because through that you can earn money to at least meet your like basic needs, right? I mean, that's how important money is in our world. Without it, people can't even, eat food, right? Like the basic needs. For them, money is not only about meeting your basic needs, but money is about exploring your creativity and creation itself. This person, like, there are two chakras that really are vibrant in this person's energy, and it's the second and the third, okay? Especially Manipura, the third one. Very, very vibrant. And this person is so determined, like they want to present themselves, they want to show what they have to offer, you know, they want to show the world what they can create, and that's beautiful. And for work for them, like I said, workaholic, it is not only about earning money, it is about doing what you love. So their job can definitely somehow have some elements of things that they're very passionate about, or maybe just going to the next level for them is the passion, you know, it's the drive, because they always like to, yeah, upgrade themselves, transform themselves into a better version. This is definitely someone who will become their greatest version in this lifetime, because yeah, this is like, that's a characteristics of them that I can really feel here. They're giving me, though, not greedy energy. I feel like there's someone who likes to share what they have, especially with their loved ones. And also, this card literally says delight in sharing life as riches. Of course, it doesn't always have to be financially. There is a lot of, yeah, riches our life has to offer that go beyond the material things. This person, they love to share it. In fact, I don't know why I heard like head of the family. Somehow they can definitely have a role in their family, which is very huge. They could even provide for their family, like let's say even for their parents. They definitely share. And yeah, I do feel like they have had some ideas which they believed so much in, but other people could have not. But this didn't hinder them. If they see it, if they can, I heard taste it, like if they believe in it, they will go for it. The world has to wait because they come first. Their idea comes first. And they don't have to prove themselves whatsoever. They don't care about these things. It's about making themselves happy. It's about living the life they want to live. If in the end, well, they impress someone, that's okay. But then don't do it to impress others. They do it because they deserve to, yeah, live a life which they choose for themselves. Let's get some more information about who your future spouse is. For my dear pal 2, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oops. Cards falling. Who will you marry, my dear? Who's your future spouse? Let's get some more information about them. One card fell. All right, the first card we have is the Empress. We have the Knight of Cups coming through with the Five of Cups. I really feel like they are together here. All right. Too many For my dear pile 3, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? We have the Fool. Oh my goodness. What did I say, you guys? Like, major Emperor vibes. I can't even describe to you like how much Emperor energy I got. And I even said, I know the Emperor card is not there, but now it is. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me at all. Two of Swords. Let me put them a little more up there. All right. Page of Cups. Ooh, the King of Pentacles. Yeah. And we have the Page of Pentacles. At the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. All right, so let's continue. For my dear pile 3, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? So, where should I start? Because there's so much information I'm getting from here. All right, let me continue with the Emperor because that was just so obvious for me, and now it's coming through again. I do feel like this person is someone who, like, they're very strategic as well, and this strategic mind that they have definitely also comes through in their workspace. You know, that's very interesting. I want you to understand this person has a great amount of creativity and ideas, and at the same time they have a great amount of more so the practical things, like practical energy, strategic energy, logical energy. It's kind of like best of both worlds, and through that they can create something so brilliant because they can bring those two energies together. I just realized we have the Empress and the Emperor here. Wow, like this doesn't happen always, all right? And the Empress is more so the feminine energy, the creation, the creative energy, right? And the Emperor is the masculine energy. They're more so action oriented and literally the mind energy more so. So I feel like this is actually beautifully, yeah, representing what this person can do. That they have both of those energies in them in harmony. I mean, of course, we all have feminine and masculine energy, no matter who we are, no matter what gender we are. We have them both. What I'm seeing with this person is that how beautiful and harmonized it can be, and that when we organize our energy in a very beautiful way, how much we can actually gain from it. Wow. When it comes to love, I feel like this person, mm, they could have experienced some disappointments in the past. Also, looking into their energy right now, love doesn't really seem to be the most important aspect of their life. As I said, right now, they're focused all on themselves. They're not actively looking for love. They're more so, yeah, focused on their work, their life, on becoming their greatest version. And I feel like when you guys meet, it's gonna be also for them something very, very unexpected. But definitely at the time you guys will meet, it's gonna be the right time for it. Like divine timing could be at play here for you guys. I see that they could have tried in the past, at least like one major relationship I'm getting through here, but like they've given a lot, but they've lost a lot. maybe with someone who wasn't really that serious about them, or someone who, like, your future spouse could have invested much more into it and the other has just like taken from them. Like, it wasn't really equal give and take. It was more so about like your future spouse is like giving, 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 but they're not receiving anything. I don't feel like it was real love. It was more so what someone maybe taking even advantage of them, of what they have, of what they can give, or yeah. Let me see. Also, we have a lot of contradicting energies, not contradicting, but very different energies coming through for your future spouse here. And another thing I'm seeing here is that your future spouse is giving me the energy of someone who's very, very, very mature, but at the same time someone who is coming through as very, very, very youthful. Now, it could be the case that sometimes people see that as two contradicting energies, like maturity and youthfulness, like, but no, these energies can actually work beautifully together. Because, I mean, if we just think about it, for example, there's so many young people out there who are so mature, even more mature than maybe older ones, right? Like older people. And age has nothing to do with how mature a person is, it is experience. And what I find very interesting is that this person, no matter how old they are, they're very mature. At the same time, yes, they're coming through as the emperor. Yes, they're having all those like serious, mature energy about them. There's also this very playfulness energy, this very youthfulness energy about them. And this is so beautiful. Like, when you get to know this person, they're so complex and so multifaceted because, I mean, that's actually what makes us human, right? We're all multifaceted, we're all complex. Even though at times people or circumstances try to put us into different boxes and really like trap us into it, no, we're so many things. We're not just this or that. We are a mixture of so many, many, many things. And I really feel like with your future spouse, that's coming through here beautifully, because they know when it's time to be like serious and responsible and like very professional, but at the same time they know how to be carefree, how to be playful, how to have fun. That's definitely something that this person also won't let come short, especially in your guys' relationship. I feel like there is so much fun, like so many different activities you guys are gonna do, which you may have never done at all. Just being playful. I mean, even doing silly things with each other. But that's what the soul needs. That's what our inner child needs. Being an adult is already so stressful, and we're constantly in this serious mode because of work, because of the 9 to 5, right? I mean, it can be so tight, right? Like, so serious. It is wonderful to be with someone who brings us out of this energy and with who we can have fun. And with you guys, I see this. I see you guys can have fun with each other. In fact, you're gonna do a lot of different, like, explorative things. I'm literally hearing adventure. You may go to places you've never been to, do things you've never done before, and just have fun. That's what this is all about. And isn't that so important in a relationship as well? To be children with each other again? Let me see. Okay, yeah. I do feel like this person, they want love. They crave love, okay? But they know that sometimes good things take time, and they would rather stay single than be with the wrong person. So even when people are interested in them, I feel like for them it is very important to, yeah, see the other person as a potential partner, because they're not someone who has time. I'm hearing literally time for casual things. Like they want serious relationship. They want something which is commitment. And if they meet someone who has a very different vision of them, I'm sorry, from what it is that they want from a relationship, then they won't entertain that because they ain't got no time for that. So yeah, they are looking for love and they want love, but they want this commitment, and until the right person comes through, they're definitely very comfortable with being single, with concentrating on themselves. They don't have problem with that. But I do feel like deep down that's what they desire. A good relationship, a serious relationship. Maybe this past relationship I've talked about, it has played them a little bit. So now they want something that is definitely serious and there is commitment in it. This can very well be someone who's looking for a spouse, who wants to get married. I would like to continue and say that they are giving me like major like responsible energy. This is someone who, they can handle responsibilities, they can handle stress, they can handle a lot on their shoulders. They know how to go about these things. They are incredibly responsible, you guys. And I really feel like they also know how to go about money. They know how to invest money, how to save money, how to spend money. I'm even hearing whatever this is supposed to mean. But I do feel like a lot of money this person spends is definitely also investing in who they are. So they may go through different trainings, which may be a little bit more like expensive, but for them, it's investing in you. They may spend a lot of money into different like books, but for them, that's all just spending and becoming your greatest version. It is all into like, yeah, spending to go to the next level. They could definitely be the kind of person who likes to be the provider, a very stable person. Security means so much to them. Very humbled as well, very grounded. And I want to talk about the fact that these things are all what they have created for themselves. It is all their blood, sweat, and tears. Like, we have the king and the page of pentacles right next to each other, and for me, this person has started once as the page, you know. They have been like in the beginning, and they have done so much to work themselves like up there, and now they are the king. They have made it, and this is something this person can be so proud of. Because if we look at where they've started and where they have gone, it's such a difference, but it's all them. And for that, yeah, they can be so proud of who they are. A very secure person. Let me see. Now, we have the Ace of Wands. If I'm not wrong, I think that the Four of Wands, like, it was the major, like, the overall energy of so many piles.
pile 1 and I think pile 2 as well at some point, but I'm not quite sure. And I mean, yeah, that's interesting. Ace of Swords being here, guys. You see this mind? It looks like stairs and like it's never ending, and then there is this light coming out of it. This is how deep their mind goes, like literally. I really feel like this person has a whole universe in their mind, and we talked about the ideas, right? We talked about the visionary archetype that they are. Hell yes, definitely. They are a visionary, and I'm hearing sometimes they may even come up with ideas. Like other people may tell them, how did you come up with that? Like, where did this come from? That's brilliant. They have a mind. It's so unique. It's just, wow. Wow is all I can say regarding that. They are someone who can do great things in this lifetime. Definitely, yeah. Let's move on. Let's look into what we can get regarding their appearance. Let's start. For my dear pal 3, what can we get regarding their appearance? For my dear pile 3, let's see. Appearance-wise, how does your future spouse look? The first card we have is the Seven of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Too many. Oops. We have the King of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Justice. Wow, we have the Four of Wands. One more card. And we have the Judgment card. Ten of Pentacles at the back of the deck. All right, so let's continue. For my dear pal 3, what information can we get about how they look like, their appearance? First of all, I would like to start with their like fashion, you know, the things they wear. I really feel like this is someone who, for their work, may have to wear something formal, some kind of uniform or suit. For the majority of you guys, something formal, yeah. And this person puts a lot of attention into how they look, you guys, like to the smallest details. Someone who definitely takes very good care of themselves, and you see it. Like, for example, this person's gonna go with the smallest details even. You know, they may even change their ring according to, or depending of like what they wear. They definitely, like, for example, if this is a man and they have a beard, they will always change their, not change their beard, but you will see their beard, it looks so perfect. Like they take so great care of it. Like it's the smallest things that can make the biggest differences. And when we talk about this person's appearance, everything about them screams, I take good care of myself, you know, like, and I feel like it's still in a very effortless way. Yeah, they may do a lot, but you don't see it. It looks very natural, it looks very effortless because that's their vibe as well. They they have a very confident energy, very confident vibe, and honestly, it doesn't matter what this person wears at all. They can wear it, you know? Like whatever this person wears, they can make it work because their energy is just like that. Very confident for sure. Also, um, okay. So I feel like this person could also have some luxury items, or like they definitely spend some money into their appearance, and also they may like to wear a lot of brands. They definitely could have some kind of jewelry which is very expensive, such as a watch or even a ring. Or I'm seeing a necklace for some as well. If you're asking about a man, they could definitely have a beard. A beard which is like beautifully maintained. Like I see sharp edges. I see just, yeah, very, very well taken care of. When we talk about hair color, I'm getting darker hair, okay? So brown, dark brown, or even black. And for some of you guys, they could even have some gray hair. That's also something I'm seeing. Their eyes is definitely going to be something you are, yeah, falling in love with. Could be their eye shape, their eye color, but I feel like it's more so about how expressive their eyes are. Like I'm literally feel like I'm looking into someone's eyes, and that alone is enough. Like it says so much about them. You know the quote, like the eyes are the window to the soul? That's what definitely is going to fit this energy that I'm picking up on right now. Okay, I'm also getting some countries coming through here. Well, not countries, more so locations. Mm, wait. Give me a second. No, not countries. I'm hearing locations. Like I'm hearing South Asia. I'm hearing East Asia. I know why. What is that supposed to mean? Give me a second, you guys, because sometimes, like, I'm getting so many messages coming through and I really need to collect them. And I really feel like right now is a moment like that. Oh, yeah, a lot of energies. This pile, a lot of people are going to choose this pile. That's something I just want to mention. And that's why I'm getting like so many like that, like message. And I really need to take a moment. Like, let me breathe. Let me see. Let me gather my thoughts. Yeah, their eyes. It's coming through again, you guys. You're gonna fall in love with their eyes. I'm also seeing some traditional clothes in here. So, depending on where this person is from, in their like private time, they could definitely like to wear certain traditional attires as well. Someone has a very beautiful natural blush. Very random, but that's something I'm also seeing. Beautiful teeth. I'm seeing full hair, like volume hair here as well. I'm not getting so much regarding the height. I'm getting like average height. Let me see what else I can get here. Okay, I'm hearing sometimes this person may come through as intimidating. I don't think this is something they do on purpose, maybe especially talking about the work environment. They are very professional and very formal there, and maybe it's because of, once again, how confident they are and how much they believe in themselves. It may sometimes intimidate others, I'm hearing. Yeah, beard, mustache for some facial hair coming through. Is there anything more we can get? Regarding skin, I feel like it is tan, okay? I'm getting tan to even darker or deeper skin here. Yeah, tan skin, I'm seeing deeper skin here. Is there anything else? No, that's all I'm getting for now. Or let me see. Yeah, that's all I'm getting for now. I'm not receiving any more messages when it comes to their appearance. Let's get you guys some more oracle cards. Maybe we'll get even more regarding the appearance or just like general messages, some more. Let's see. For my dear pile 3, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? Embrace the flow of life. Detoxify. Shine, definitely. One more card. And we have Be Real. Oh, can you see it? I don't think so. That's better. Okay. So, pile 3. What else can we get about your future spouse? Okay, that's one message that I would like to talk about here is that I really feel like your future spouse is someone who's very self-conscious, health conscious. So, they have a very healthy lifestyle. They may have a certain diet that really helps them have a lot of energy throughout the day, especially because, once again, this is someone who's definitely very active. So they could have a certain diet which is very healthy for their individual body, or they could even work out. They could be very active, challenging their body to stay fit and such things. That's something I'm seeing here. With the card Detoxify being here, they may even sometimes literally detox their body. Maybe through certain like fasting methods or, whatever may work out for them. But detoxing is definitely something important. However, I'm not only talking about detoxing of the body. I'm also talking about like detoxing in general regarding their life, detoxing when it comes to negative energy, releasing when it comes to negative people. they may every now and then really look at their life and, yeah, reflect on their life and see what ideas, what self beliefs they have, which may be a little bit limiting, and they're trying to release those. They may even look at the people that they have in their life, and they may come to the conclusion that they have some people in their life who are very toxic for them, are not good. And yeah, they may release and detox this way as well. So you see, it's like the bigger picture. It's in on like a lot of different areas of their life. They want to definitely be very conscious of it. And I think that's actually something that is great to do. Maybe a lot of us every now and then really need to reflect on our life and see what energies we have around us which are good for us and what needs to be released. And that's something they definitely do. I feel like honesty is a very big thing for them. Like, they don't like lies, and yeah, they definitely can't stand liars. It is so important for them to be honest, authentically you. They definitely don't like fakeness, and they're very quick to remove fakeness from their life. I mean, of course, no one really likes fakeness, right? But for them, they will not entertain these energies. That's very important to understand, you guys. Like, sometimes we may be aware of certain things that are in our life, which may not be the most positive things, but we just allow them to stay. With this person, they definitely don't allow those things to stay. They're very quick to act, they're very quick to cut out, and their peace of mind is the most important thing for them. Like, they understand wealth is not only money. Wealth, real wealth, means peace. And that's what they definitely are the most protective of. When they go somewhere, they definitely attract a lot of attention. People may know who they are, or maybe it's just the way they carry themselves. With the shine card being here, for me, the shine card is someone who glows, someone who radiates a certain energy, certain vibes, and this person definitely won't be missed. Like, even if they are in a crowd of people, you will notice them. Another thing I would like to mention here is that this is someone who is very accepting. Like, they don't try to change people around them. They're very acceptive of who others are. Another thing I would like to mention here is this is someone who knows how to communicate, you guys. Like, how to have healthy communication with their spouse, with their girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever. They know how it goes. As I said now multiple times, honesty is so important, and when we talk about the communication, it's definitely a very transparent one. Like, they would want you to come to them with whatever, bothers you, or whatever it is that you need to say. They would never ever want you to hold it into or not say it at all. It is very important to have this communication. So, whatever, like, problem is maybe at the moment there can be discussed, can be, like, taken out of this world. You know what I mean? Like, for them, it's just so important that there is communication, because if two people don't talk, how are they supposed to, well, have a good relationship? Or if something comes up, something negative, I mean, there should be a safe space where people can discuss it and, explain themselves and such things, right? And for them, this is so important, and you will see it. You will see that they're going to be very honest, and what you see is what you get. That's who they are. If some of you guys have been drawn to another pal as well, then feel free to watch it, because I feel like there could be some connections. But if not, then of course just stick with this one here. Yeah, but that's all I'm getting. Let's now move to the candle wax reading. Let's see. All right. Let me get you your candle. Okay. So for my dear pile 2, who will you marry? Who's your future spouse? As always, my dear, please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Ooh. Okay. This is something we haven't talked about, which I'm feeling and seeing here big time as well. Okay, this is a very passionate person when it comes to the bedroom stuff as well. Someone who's experienced, someone who knows how to please, I'm hearing. They're very passionate, you guys. They love to explore, they love to experience. So this is someone who's very open-minded, if you know what I mean. Let me see what else I could get. Yeah, very passionate. Wow. It is literally getting hotter right now. Like, the temperature in the room, or at least, like, I can feel it in my body. Like, it's getting way, way hotter. All right. You know what that means. Let me see what else we can get. Yeah, very experienced. I would also... Okay, yeah. Now we're getting something which is something totally different, but what I'm getting here as well is that I feel like your dating phase is gonna be very fun, but you guys are gonna fall in love, like both of you. You're gonna fall in love from the beginning. It's not gonna build, no. It's gonna, like, it's not like you guys are gonna be friends and then slowly feelings are gonna come through. No, this is love from the beginning. On both sides. It's not gonna take long for both of you guys to figure out what you guys mean to each other. This is a relationship that's gonna be pretty serious from the beginning. This reminds me of another pile. I think it was pile 1. Anyways, so very serious from the beginning here, and like if I had to put the energy that I'm feeling right now into like a tarot card, I can't talk, into a tarot card, I would say the Two of Cups. Like, this is the Two of Cups energy that I'm receiving here right now. You guys are gonna fall in love, and it's gonna be one of those, like, love situations in which, like, the butterflies are gonna be there, the sensations, the excitement. You also may have a pretty explorative, like, dating phase in which you guys are gonna do a lot of fun things that you may have never done on a date before, like yeah, very active as well. Like, if some of you guys are into hiking and, like, being very, very active, that's something I'm seeing here as well. you're gonna feel from the beginning how secure this person is. And what I'm talking here about is on a emotional and mental level. You're gonna see they're very reliable. You're gonna see someone who knows what they're talking about, and someone who's very deeply rooted, very grounded, as I already said. But these are things like first impressions that you're gonna come to pretty early. Whoever is the masculine, they're gonna be the one who who's trying to, and when I say masculine, I don't mean like gender wise. We all have masculine and feminine energy in us, right? As I already explained. But I mean like the one who's more so in the divine masculine energy. Like, you know better in your situation who's going to be more so the divine feminine and who's also going to be the divine masculine. And the one who's more so in their divine masculine energy, they're the one who's going to offer this cup of love. They're the one who's going to try to, yeah. I'm hearing court the feminine. Someone could have a tattoo. Very random, but that's how it sometimes goes with candle wax readings. The masculine is gonna be deeply in love with the feminine. Like I'm literally getting their energy coming through here. And yeah, definitely someone who knows when to be formal, the poker face and stuff, professional, and when it's time to let loose, have fun, be silly, just carefree. Because it's so important to, yeah, have both in our life. Is there anything more? Let me see. I see in a home, like I see you guys having a home, having a place for yourself where, yeah, you can make this, beautiful, this beautiful space, you know. Maybe some of you guys really crave that. You crave to have a space for yourself and for a significant loved one in which you can just, I'm hearing, enjoy the simple side of life. I see you guys baking, cooking, laughing. Like, this is such a warm energy. Like, someone who, or two people, better to say, who just enjoy the simple, like, marriage life. I feel like the honeymoon phase is definitely gonna be major for you guys, and pretty long as well. It's so sweet. Like there's this very sweet love here. I talked about this transparency, right? When it comes to communication stuff, but I also would like to say something when it comes to the emotions. There is definitely this emotional transparency as well. Both of you guys take the other's emotions serious. You respect each other's emotions, and that's actually very beautiful. Because you know, whenever there is something bothering you on an emotional level or even like generally speaking, you can reach out to them, and that's a great foundation for a long-term relationship, right? I don't feel like you guys are going to have a lot of misunderstandings because you won't even let it go that far, because you will always talk it like through. see like conversations and stuff. Another thing I would like to talk about here is that for you guys as well, I feel like the element of travel is somehow coming through. So, maybe you guys are gonna meet through traveling, or, I mean, in your pile, there was this very special thing, which was this adventurous kind of energy. Maybe you guys are gonna go to a lot of different places and experience a lot of new, yeah, continents, countries, cities with each other. You may go to countries and do things you've never done before, which yeah, are just so like courageous, like different activities. I'm seeing a lot of memories that are, yeah, made here together as a couple, as a spouse, as a family. And by the way, I'm seeing a garden full of flowers, beautifully maintained. Also, even like herbs and stuff outside. I don't know whether one day you guys will have this garden, or maybe someone right now has this garden, but that's very random. But it's, yeah, it's coming through here. Very grounded energy. Yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah, I'm hearing something I've talked about now multiple times, but respect. Let me at the end say it one more time. Respect is going to be so important and so mutual here. Yes, you're lovers, right? But it's so important to also have a deep level of respect for each other. In fact, besides that, I also see a friendship. You guys are also going to be great friends. Like, you could be each other's best friends, even. Yeah, but that's all I'm getting. Yeah. So, my dear pal 3, I'm not receiving any more messages. Thank you so much, my dear, for allowing me to read for you. I really hope that this reading, this very long reading, was actually able to bring to you the energy insights that you're seeking. Also, my dear, as always, if there's something you would like to share with us, please feel free to do so in the comment section below. Thank you so much, my dear. And yeah, also, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, of course, you can feel free to email me. And if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I, of course, invite you there as well. My dear pal 3, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening, depending where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.